It always happens. I always forget to turn that off. But welcome everybody to this wonderful Monday morning on my end and afternoon on your end, Robert. We're here discussing Robert's spotlight in the partnership. I'm super excited for this one and many others that are going to be coming. So take the spotlight, Robert. Tell us your story and let us know what has been going on with you.
That's awesome. Welcome everybody. Let us know if you're watching live, and if you're watching the replay, just let us know in the comments if you're watching the replay as well. What's going on, Tuan? Happy to have you on. But yeah, for those that for those of you that don't know me, I think like the minority has never seen me. Because like I'm always on the videos when it comes to tutorials, and people already tell me that, hey Robert, have you created this app? Because like I'm everywhere. But the thing is that since I'm living in Germany, I can't really be on the partner calls, which I always want to do. But now I'm super happy to be just on a live spotlight just like that, so people can see me in that kind of setting as well. But for those that don't know me, my name is Robert. I was originally born in Russia, but I live in Germany, and I have been a CloudKii partner since October 2020. And the journey so far has been absolutely amazing, because my online journey started like back in 2016 with affiliate and email marketing, and it has been a very, very kind of roller coaster type of journey, where it had like just a lots of ups and downs and a lot of failures, a lot of struggles, challenges, where I've spent over $10,000, wasting on over 100 products trying to figure out this whole make money online type, kind of game. And it was crazy. Like, it was honestly crazy, because I had massively the shiny object syndrome, just jumping from one thing to the other, which I think like a lot of people can relate to as well. And let me know in the comments if you ever had, that really severe case of shiny object syndrome, where you've been just like, you buy and buy and buy, stuff that you don't need with basically money that you don't really have. But that's kind of like has been my beginning of my whole online journey. And, moving into 2018, like 2 years after getting started, I obviously had a lot of, ups and downs, failures and successes. I have results, that's for sure, but I never really got to that kind of breakthrough, I would say, where I would be able to, rely on my online income, only on my online income, without having to go and work another job. So moving forward to 2018, I got into high-ticket affiliate marketing, and basically I was using just my Facebook profile to generate leads and sales for my high-ticket business. And that started off very well. I made a couple $1,000s with that, but very quickly I realized it is very time consuming to do everything manually. So I kind of like got a little bit into burnout, because I was just like doing too many things at the same time. And while I was still going strong with my online business, I was still studying next to that in university. So I was studying business administrations as well. And I've done like everything I needed to do in the university, unless like the only thing that was left to finish my whole bachelor thesis was to actually write the bachelor thesis, right, in order to get my bachelor's degree. So I was postponing that and procrastinating on this bachelor thesis for like 1.5 years. So I was working on my online business, and I just kept on like pushing the bachelor thesis away. But I always knew that I have to come back to it at a later point and write, that damn thing. So 2019 came, I told myself, all right, I'm going to take a pause from my online business and just write this bachelor thesis, get it over with, and just finish my bachelor's degree, which I did. So I successfully have a bachelor's degree, which I am not going to use, I think, since things have been going very well with my online business, which we're going to get into as well when it comes to CloudKii, because that has been really my biggest breakthrough actually in my whole online business journey, which I'm very happy about, and just very grateful and super looking forward to what else is going to come in 2021 and beyond. So fast forward to 2020, I got restarted with my online business, just got back into a lot of different things, YouTube, podcasting, high-ticket affiliate marketing, all of that stuff again. Then realized I went back into the same kind of pattern of doing too many things at the same time and just spreading myself too thin in like a lot of different directions. Then I realized, all right, I need to do something differently. I need to focus on one thing and one thing only. And this one thing was Facebook organic marketing and building my audience on Facebook to drive traffic to my high ticket offer. But then I realized the high ticket offer that I had wasn't really the best kind of offer that I was able to stand behind 100% and be very confident in doing so. And because of that, I basically have been, sabotaging myself over and over again when it came to doing the hard things that actually would move the needle, ahead, or like move the needle, like, to a better place. I usually just like stop myself for whatever reason. And I discovered that this reason was that I simply wasn't able to believe in the product that I was selling, which is a huge, huge mistake or a huge problem if you are trying to sell something. If you don't believe in it, you are definitely going to sabotage yourself, and people and like prospects will hear that from your voice, your conversations, the way you talk, the way you use the words that you have. And so then I realized, again, it was very time consuming. So I wanted to find a better way to do organic Facebook marketing. And that's where I came across Messenger Pro. And I was looking for a software just like that from a user's perspective at first, because I wanted to just, like automate a ton of the things. And my messenger inbox was like super messy. I wasn't able to keep track of the people that I've been talking to. So I was like, all right, let me try to find a better way to do this organic Facebook marketing stuff. So I was looking for it. I came across Messenger Pro. I saw it, and then I instantly fell in love with it, even though I haven't like jumped into it, because I saw like a couple different price points, and I was like, all right, am I really going to use it? Is it going to be, the way I think it's going to be? And then I jumped into it because I saw Tuan, and Tuan is, one of my business partners now, which I'm very grateful for as well. And he's also on the call. What's up, Tuan? Shout out to you, bro. And I saw a story from Tuan, and this is kind of like the whole story of how I got into the CloudKii partnership. I saw a story from Tuan who was doing, like an offer to Messenger Pro. And the first time around, I saw the offer. I said, hey, send me the link. I'm going to check it out. But it was like super late for me. So it was like 11 p.m. I was already in bed, ready to go to bed. And then Tuan sent me over the link and said, hey, here you go. But just so you know, the offer is going to expire by midnight. So check it out now and, jump on it if you want to. And back then, the offer was like $197 lifetime. So I jumped into it. I didn't jump into it. I saw it. But then I was like, man, I want to give it a better look in the morning so I can actually make an informed decision instead of just jumping, too fast into something. So then I went to bed, I woke up, and then I checked the sales page, and it said 404, page not found. It's gone. So it's gone. So I was like, no, I just missed out on this awesome opportunity. And then I was like, all right, whatever. I'll find a better one, or it's there's gonna be another opportunity. So a week passes by or so, and Tuan did another special offer. And then, the offer was $297. So I was like, man, I just missed out on this, awesome deal beforehand. And now it's $297. And then I realized, or I remembered, that there has been, like partnership opportunities that you could go into with CloudKii. So I was like, Tuan, can you send me the info on that? Because what I saw in CloudKii and in Messenger Pro was that if I need it as a user, then there's a whole lot of other people that need it as well. And that was kind of like my beginning into the whole CloudKii partnership. So long story short.
That's super amazing. I remember reaching out to you, the first conversation we had, and I'm like, this is just beyond, because if you have the vision, you're like, oh, I know where it's going to go. It's not there yet. I know where it's going to go. And that story is just awesome. You missed out on the first deal, and then Tuan put up another deal, and you're like, I want the full pie. I don't want just a piece. I want the full pie. And that's pretty awesome. Now, I do know you and Tuan are partners.
Correct.
In the challenge. How is that going for you so far? It's in the second month?
Yes. So we just ran it the second time around, and just like to go into like what happened after I joined. Like I joined in October 2020, around like that time. I joined like CloudKii, and as Lauren said, like and as Tuan always says, like, I saw more in before, because I saw the big vision. I understood who the people were behind that. I mean, not fully yet, but before Tuan, had the ability to sell me on it, I have put out like this whiteboard right here was filled with ideas of how I would sell Messenger Pro. So I basically literally wrote down, why does this make sense right now? And then I put like wrote down exactly, a few different things why it makes sense to go with a big partnership in my specific situation. So before Tuan even got on a call with me, I was already sold. I sold myself basically, So fast forward, like from October 2020, it was 40 days 40 days later, I made my first $2,000 in total, right? So that already to me was like, all right, I see that it's working. I see the demand is there. And what I've always like to say, or like when it comes to like becoming a partner or a reseller, the example that I like to give, because the epiphany that I had was this, right? Why should I be the one that is just digging for gold, aka looking for other people to join my business opportunity, if I can put myself into a position where I can start selling the tools and the shovels to the people digging for gold, right? And that epiphany made just the biggest sense to me, that it was like, all right, I need to do this, because this is currently still in the beginning of the whole like software movement, I would say. And I can position myself at the beginning of that, right? So back to the 3-day challenge. So we started off $2,000, like 40 days after getting started with CloudKii, which was absolutely amazing. I saw just the demand was there. People loved it. It was super easy to sell product because it pretty much was selling itself. You literally just ask a couple of questions. They are interested. You send them a link, and they go like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. This is what I've been looking for." You know. Yeah. So then, like Tuan and I kind of like thought about, all right, you know, how about we do something together, right? How about we just like partner up, we do something together? And that's how we came up with a 3-day Messenger Mastery Challenge. So we ran it like the kind of like, not the first time, but we had a Black Friday special where we kind of like tested the waters. We just had, you know, a little bit of a webinar, you know, invited some people, and it worked very well. So we decided, how about we extend it to like 3 days? And we are just going to show people how to use it. We're going to show people how to sell it. And then we're also going to just, you know, make them an offer, which is the coolest thing about Messenger Pro and becoming a CloudKii partner, is that you can tie it together into different kind of offers. You can create your own offer out of it, which is what we now did. We have created our own coaching program where we use Messenger Pro as one of the main components of the offer, which is, you know, the whole coaching program is revolving around Messenger Pro, but what we are selling is still the coaching and the masterminding and, you know, just everything that we provide, you know. So the first challenge, the first 3-day challenge, it was absolutely amazing. We had so much fun. People loved it. And obviously the best thing is that we closed in total, let me see here, I think it was $18,000. Yeah. $18,000 in total sales, you know, coming in over the next few months, which was absolutely mind blowing. Like from a 3-day challenge like that, where people just have been so engaging, so much fun, very grateful, and you know, the offer was amazing. Everybody's happy, and that's kind of like where we realized, all right, you know, this is working. People love it. We can help people with it, and people will be getting results, you know. So that was the first challenge, and now we ran it the second time around, and I think we got another around like 9,000 in total sales. Which basically, I was just, you know, before we hopped on the call, I was just checking my Kartra account and just to see like the analytics and the statistics of like how much money I've made so far with the whole CloudKii opportunity. And since the beginning of October 2020, we made 21,000 in total sales, which for me was 13,000 in profit. So it's been 4 months. I think it's been around 4 months. Yep. And it's already 13,000 in profit, which is absolutely amazing. And that doesn't even count in the recurring sales that are going to be coming in over the next few months, right? Right. So yeah, it's been nothing short but amazing. That's for sure.
That's pretty awesome just to hear. It's only been basically 3 months of actual working, because the first month you were setting everything up, you were getting your funnels all set up, and then you were going after your target market. And then when you and Tuan had launched the Black Friday sale, you guys are like, okay, we're going to do this Black Friday sale and we're going to do this, but then we're going to take it to a next level, which is in your pipeline, the challenge, and then filtering everybody through the challenge. And then later on we just got a annual partner for CloudKii. She went through your pipeline, literally. Did she start off as a basic user?
She started off as, so she first started as just a user, and then quickly she realized, even before she went into the monthly membership, she already saw the vision. She said, I want to become a starter partner and I want to become a reseller. So then she became a reseller, and quickly she realized, all right, this is an awesome community, this is an awesome product, and now she became a CloudKii annual partner because she just saw more and before, just like we did as well.
That's super exciting. I love seeing everybody just move on up, because the whole goal is to move everybody through your pipeline. And that's why we discovered that, well, you know what, let's offer the basic elements of what everybody else is charging $97 a month for free, so they can get the feel of all the tags inside of their back office or inside of their messenger. And then when you take it away, they're like, where's my tags? Where's my stuff? Like, I know for a fact that every time I have to uninstall and test everything else, when I don't have my tags, I'm like, who am I talking to today? Like, I don't know who I'm talking to.
That's so true. That's so true. And I can only agree with that, because like, when there's been times where something wasn't working, for example, and I haven't had my tags, I was like, oh no, oh no, how do I do this? Because it's just like, you feel so lost. It's like, you can't imagine doing it in any other way now. So
right. It's become a part of your ecosystem that you're just like, okay, I have to do my follow-ups. I have to talk to these people today. Oh, and I did see your video. I love the idea of using the campaigns as a kind of more than a broadcast, because then you can just, okay, well, this person's followed up, and I love that. So I'm going to make sure I share it inside the group, if that's okay with you. Your video was pretty awesome. And I'm like, I didn't think of that. I thought of campaigns as, I'm just going to use the campaigns, but no, broadcast. That's where it's at. Any advice you'd like to give the group on strategy wise, or anything you can offer to help them?
Use Messenger Pro to sell Messenger Pro. Like, honestly, what you have in your hands, guys, it is absolutely incredible. Like, not gonna lie, how I basically have used it is every morning when I was doing my coffee and was doing my journaling, I was letting it run in the background, connecting to like 20, 25, 30 people. And I did that over several days. So I was just like building up that friends list. I was building up the conversations. People got back to me. I just was talking to them. And there's literally no excuse for you to not do that, because why I haven't been doing my daily connections earlier before I had Messenger Pro was A, it was time consuming, B, it was mentally consuming as well. Like, my mental energy of like finding those people, like looking at the profile, sending them a message, and then, seeing them see the message but ignoring me. That was always like chipping away from like my mental energy. That was like very, that's why like there happened so many times where I was just like, I don't feel like, connecting with people right now. But now with Messenger Pro, I just let it run, while I do some other things, and it's just connecting for me. And then I just like focus on the people that actually want to chat. And that's like my advice number one: use Messenger Pro because this tool is absolutely awesome. And then secondly, understand Messenger Pro. It has so many incredible features, so many incredible functions that you only really understand when you start using it, right? Why have I found out like that you can use campaigns as a broadcast? Because I've been using it, because I've been testing out things, because I've been just like trying to find like different ways to use it that are going to just increase the chances of them getting back to me, or just increase my results with it, right? But unless you want to experiment a little bit with it, you will never find out how it works, and you won't be able to communicate it properly to other people, right? Because as we previously shared, you need to be confident in what you're selling. You need to be confident in the product that you have. And when people ask you questions and you can instantly tell them, yes, you can do that with Messenger Pro, or no, you can't, but this is what you might try, right? Then people understand, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about. Clearly, it's working for him very well. And what I highly suggest is learning how to do live demos yourself, because the majority of my sales for individual licenses that I have sold came from a live demo that I've done over Zoom, right? And at the beginning, it doesn't feel comfortable because you might not still be comfortable with the tool itself, and now you're trying to show it to other people. But just get over that fear, because the more you're going to do that, the more confident you're going to become in just the tool, in doing those demos. And honestly, like, once people see the tags, once people see the filter by tag and just what it can do, I had so many people where I jumped on a call. We had like 15 to 20 minutes of the live demo, and then they said, "This is amazing. Send me the link. Right? I want to sign up right now." I just had it. I actually just had it. You know. So that is advice number 2, learn how to do live demos. And advice number 3 is definitely make sure that when you're using Messenger Pro, set up the Facebook profile in a way where people can actually check out what you do and have a chance to also take a look at Messenger Pro. Because people will naturally check out your Facebook profile, right? They're going to look what you are doing, what you're all about, because you are sending friend requests to people. You're sending them a message. Clearly, they're going to go back to your profile to see if you are somebody that is worth connecting to, if you are somebody that they want to have a talk, if you are somebody that they might want to follow. And with that, people will actually or have the ability to also check out a link that you have, right? And I just got like 5 days ago, I think, I got another trial sale from a guy that I've never spoken to. He was not on my friends list. He just came through somebody else's group, I believe, because I'm sometimes active in other different groups. Right. So what happened is I did a post or I did a comment in another group. He liked the response that I gave in the group. He checked out my profile. He saw my banner where he saw, generate, like more qualified leads than you can handle, the description in my bio. He clicked on the link, he signed up, he saw the video, he went in, got the trial. I reached out to him, and literally the first thing that he said, "Robert, this is exactly what I've been looking for years. Thank you so much," right? And there you go. Like, I never spoken to that guy, and he is now, like a super duper fan of Messenger Pro. He's already using it, with all its functions. And that's just the power of A, having a branded Facebook profile, and B, using Messenger Pro.
Right. I love it. I love everything you shared on this call. So one last thing, you have a challenge coming up at the end of March. I know it's only March 8th, but of course, thinking ahead, seeing the vision, share with us how partners inside of Elm are able to take advantage of your challenge that you are offering.
Yes. So for those that have never been on any of those challenges, like Tuan and I do those monthly challenges. They're called 3-day Messenger Mastery. And what we do in those 3 days is that we invite people into a Facebook group. On day 1, we show them a live demo of Messenger Pro and everything it can do and how it will actually help them in their business. So A, they already learn about it and they see it in action, which is making them super excited about just Messenger Pro itself. On day 2, we show people exactly how to sell Messenger Pro. Like, even though they don't have an option to sell Messenger Pro because there are no resellers or no partners, they already know how to sell it. We're gonna take them behind the scenes and show them, a couple of conversations that we have, Facebook content, Facebook stories. So basically everything they need to know in order to have a good idea about how they would go about selling Messenger Pro. And then on day 3, we share with them the 5-figure roadmap, which is basically the done for you package that I've created to make it as easy as humanly possible for resellers to get started reselling Messenger Pro. So it's basically, like done for you Facebook content, Facebook stories, lead magnets, autoresponder sequences, sales pages. So like pretty much everything that you need in order to just like go out there and start selling it. And then we obviously also make them an offer at the end. And how partners, so like big CloudKii partners, can benefit from that is that we have decided with Tuan that those people can also invite people to the challenge and get compensated for that, right? This is still in the works of how we're gonna do that, but there are rumors that if you are a big CloudKii partner, you will have the opportunity to invite people to the challenge, and if they purchase something, you will get compensated a third, so basically 33% for that, which is a very generous commission. We actually had one affiliate who made $833 just for inviting somebody into the group, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm going to share the link with everybody.
Yes.
I'm also going to share it inside after the live ends, but this is the link where you can go sign up. It isn't live yet, so do remember, if you're sending people over to this link, don't do that yet, but this is for you to be able to sign up. So it's elmlink.co/3-day challenge, where you can take advantage of Tuan and Robert already putting in the work. This is key. You don't have to worry about doing a challenge every single month. Robert and Tuan have that locked down. They have everything all set. They do the lives. It is for an hour or 2 hours.
Around like 90 to like 1.5 to 2 hours, roughly around that.
Yeah, you don't have to do the work. All you do is make sure you sign up. Then Robert and Tuan will be able to send you over to the place where you can get your affiliate link and just start referring people to the challenge. So at the end of the month, all of your individuals are already primed and ready to take action. This is the whole thing. So definitely go to elmlink.co/3-day challenge. I'm going to end on this note, which it was a pleasure having you on this call. I'm super excited to see how 2021 and beyond treats you, Robert. I mean, you give me goosebumps every time you do videos. And if you guys haven't seen any of the training videos, Robert is the one that has graced us with the privilege of using his training, because Andrew and I have said it before. Robert, your trainings are the best. Like better than anything that we can come up with at the moment. But it's a pleasure having you on this call. And thank you for taking the time out of your day.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
Make sure you guys all show up tomorrow. I have Chef Fula. I hope I said that right. He is going to be joining me for a partner call as well. But thank you, Robert. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Have a good rest of your Monday, and I will talk to you guys later. Make sure you go to the link. I will post it below. But thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.